Welcome to Sumaya English Primary School, Class 6, and the subject is Geography, and the chapter is 9th chapter, and the name of the chapter is Energy Resources. Now we will see about what is energy resources, how we will get the different types of energy, from where we are getting the different type of energy we will see here. So first here we will see about the energy resources. What is the energy resources? The ways where we obtain the energy. That means anything can be produced, either the heat, the power life, or any the moving objects, or whatever it is there, we produce the electricity. That is known as the energy resources. Here we can see the many examples of the energy resources. That is the solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, fossil fuels. So these are the examples of the energy resources. You can see the picturization here. Study in the light of a lantern. That is a 9.1. 9.2, use of the mineral oil. A pinwheel winnowing using natural gas as fuel. A solar energy panel. Here is the different types of energy resources we can see by the picturization. So whenever we are engaged in various activities, we will fulfilling our own needs. We need an energy. It is a fact things. Whenever it is at night time, we used to use the light bulb to light anything. That means we are getting the energy. We are needing the energy. That means we are fulfilling our needs. So in the past, what happens? The human labor and the animals were used many tasks also. So gradually man's needs increasing day by day. So in the past also we have seen many things is that, but in the present times we can see the many several changes that has been took place for the use of the energy resources and many different types of devices also. So man mainly obtain this energy from the nature. Whatever the things we get from the nature, that is the natural resources. Many natural resources is there which from where we get the energy also. We use the petrol, wind, natural gas, sunlight, etc. Besides other resources, means other than the resources, we are using this type of resources also. Energy resources are also classified into many ways. That is the conventional and the non-conventional, biotic and the abiotic, renewable, non-renewable, which the substances based on the process based also. So from here also we can get the many energy resources. Here is the next example also. We can see the cooking on a stove, cooking on a kerosene stove, roasting on a coal burner, cooking on a gas stove, removing baked items from the oven. So these are the everything from where we get the energy resources. So using this resources, energy resources, we can form many kinds of power generations also. That is the hydel power, thermal power, atomic power, geothermal power. So many powers we can get the different types of power generation by using this energy resources. So in the thermal power stations, which one is very necessary? Means it is very necessary to burn the energy resources directly to generate the electricity. Whenever we want to use the electricity directly, we used to burn this energy. That is the thermal power station. And kinetic energy can also be used to generate the power or the electricity, which we can see from the figure 9.6 to 9.10. So in this figure we can see how the kinetic energy has been used to generate the power. So various energy resources are also used for cooking the food. Now next we will talk about the substance based energy resources. So first one is the substances based, that is the wood. So in many villages, some places what happens, the wood is used for in a very large scale for the cooking purposes on the earthen stoves. We can see the picturization here. And next one is the coal, a blacksmith which is working at work. That is means he is using the coal. At the long ago, that means the plants and the animals remains, whichever it got buried due to the earth movements, they were then afterwards what happens, they used to decompose it with the pressure, with the heat, and leaving behind the element and the carbon. So in this way we are getting the coal. That means in this way the coal has been formed. coal is used for different purposes according to the quality also. Low quality coal is also there, high quality coal is also there. Low quality coal is used for cooking and coke. High quality coal is used for industries as well as in the thermal power stations also. So next one is the mineral oil and the natural gas. Like coal, how the coal is very important and how it has been produced, in the same way the mineral oil and the natural gas is also produced due to the earth movements only. This mineral oil is also found under the land surfaces and below the ocean floor. Many mineral oil wells is also there which reserves the natural gas is also found there. Mineral oil reservoirs are also limited in the nature because it is a natural thing. Whenever it was composing, it takes a long time for composing these things. However, this oil is in a great demand. That's why it is in a very great demand. Hence, and it is very high cost also. So it is called the black gold because it is in a blackish color. That's why it is known as a black gold, and it is very costly. So these energy resources are used in the thermal power generation. Now next one is the biogas. Biogas plant, you can see the figure here. How the biogas can be generated from the biotic waste material such as the feces of the animals, means the waste things of the animals, and the dead leaf shells etc., which is generated from that only biogas has been generated. And this energy is used for what? For cooking the things. That means for the domestic needs, for the cooking, heating water, lighting, lamps etc. So many things we can use by this energy. Some farmers have also raised the biogas plants also in their own yards, means wherever they used to work in that, in their own yards, some farmers has been raised the biogas plants to cater the domestic needs. That means for fulfilling their domestic needs. So the next one we will see the energy from the waste material. We will see the energy which is coming from the waste material, that is the waste is generated daily on a very large scale in a big metropolitan cities. It is a fact things in a very big metropolitan cities we can see the waste is generated day by day in a very large scale. That waste disposal is a very major problem in our areas, in that places. So now what happens, this waste can be segregated to use the biotic component to generate the gas. So they are doing what? This waste are segregated for using the biotic component for generating the gas. So this gas then afterwards used to generate the power. So in this way, from the waste material also we can generate the energy. That means we can generate the power. This may help to solve the problem of the waste disposal in the cities. The above energy resources are also known as the biofuels, which they originate from the remains of the dead plants and the animals. So next one is the atomic energy. You can see the figure of the atomic power generation plant, how it has been produced. That means splitting of the atoms of the minerals. That means one atom is not the many atoms. From the minerals we are splitting. Splitting means we are separating the atoms of minerals like uranium and thorium, which can be used for the power generation. So in this process what happens, very small quantities has been used of the minerals and energy can be generated on a very large scale. That means it is a positive point here. In this process what happens, very small quantities of minerals we are using here for generating a very large scale. Only in the some countries, that means in a few countries in the world only we can see this atomic energy, like India, USA, Russia, France, Japan. They use the atomic energy. So now next we will see the process based on the energy resources. In the previous we have seen about the substances, now we will see about the process. That means first we will talk about the tidal power. This tidal power is the power which is obtained from the kinetic energy. That means by the running of water. By running of the water, that means from the kinetic energy, this tidal power has been produced. And this tidal power does not cause any degradation of the environment. That means there will be no loss of the environment. And also the water used in the generating power can still be used again. That means again and again we can use this power. That things which we have seen, that means once we are using, that means it will takes long term to produce, because it is related to the natural resources. Now here we are talking about the process based. That means this hydel power once we are using, that means again and again we can use this power by generating these things. Bakra Nagla in the Punjab and the Koyna in Maharashtra, these are the examples of the hydel power. Now next we will talk about this wind energy also. This also once if we have used again and again, which we can be, that is the man-made resources also we can see. That means this type of wind energy, that means man has been using these resources from the hundreds of years ago, if we will talk. For example, in the sailboat also we can see this wind energy. But nowadays what happens, wind energy is being utilized for the power generation, for getting the power. This wind energy produces the power. For power generation, a wind speed should be how much? 40 to 50 kilometer per hour. At that time only we can produce the power generation. That means for generating the power, the wind of the speed should be required 40 to 50 kilometer per hour. Because of this wind speed only, the blades of the windmills will turn. When it will turn, then only we get the kinetic energy. Then afterwards this kinetic energy is converted into the electricity. Then afterwards this electricity can be used for many places like the agriculture, domestic use and the industries. In many states this wind energy is also going on, that is in the Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, etc. windmills we can see down in some places. Now next is the solar energy. We get light and heat from the sun. Everyone know this is a very basic things which we get from the sun. So we have seen many intensity of the solar energy in the maximum in the torrid zone. It is a fact. Torrid zone we can see the maximum intensity of the solar energy. So in our country like India, which is in the torrid zone, means India is in the torrid zone. So there is a lot of scope for using this energy. That means the solar energy. So solar plant is also being produced, that is the Sakri in Dhule district of Maharashtra. In these places we can see the solar energy. This solar power can be run like cookers, lamps, heaters, vehicles can be run on the solar power. This generation of the solar power totally depends on the intensity of the sun rays and the duration of the sun shine. Because of these things only we can produce the solar energy. Now the next one is the tidal energy. Tidal energy means sea waves and the tides are the movements of the ocean water that go on continuously. If we will stand nearby the sea also, we can see the waves and the tides are movement of the ocean water which goes on continuously. It never stops. So by using these things also we have produced a technology which is developed to generate the power with the help of this speed and the force of the waves which produced in the sea. So here also what happens, we can obtain the electricity from the kinetic energy. So this energy is pollution total free and everlasting. So it can be used on a very large scale in a peninsula country like the India, because in our country only we can see the seas and the oceans. Efforts on to start such projects in India, means India is trying to giving total support to start this type of projects. The next one is the geothermal energy. Hot water springs have always been an object of the curiosity for the man. It is a fact things. We can see many things, that is the Unabdio, Vajreshwari, Manikaran. In these places we can see the hot water, means in some places we can see that hot water has been produced. And by seeing these things, we the human beings are very curiosity how it has been happened. That means the temperature in the earth's interior which increases 1 degree Celsius at the depth of the every 32 meters, means in every 32 meters the temperatures of the degree, it means it increases 1 degree Celsius at every 32 meters. So man has now developed a process which means in the underground heat can be utilized to generate the power also. So such project has been located in the Manikaran, Himachal Pradesh in the India. So all the above energy resources are abiotic. That means they cause minimum pollution, means very less pollutions we can see, and this all type of resources are known as abiotic resources. That means this is the inexhaustible energy resources. That means once if we have been used, we can use it down again and again. That means that is known as the inexhaustible, and the another name is given as a abiotic. So energy resources must be used very carefully. Each and every resources we have to use carefully. Whenever it is necessary, then only we have to use, and we should not use overusing. Whenever the demand of the energy is increasing all the time because of the growing population, urbanization, and the growing needs of the man, these are the some reasons we can say the energy, the demand of the energy is increasing. So it is very necessary to use it very alternate, means one energy we should not use a overuse. So alternate we have to use, that means the non-conventional energy resources to meet this needs. So it is also necessary to use the energy frugally. Frugally means carefully we have to use the energy, and we should avoid the unnecessary use of electricity also. So it will be very possible for us to do all this thing. I hope so all the points are clear. Thank you.